Hello. Florida investor here, coming at you with another video. This video has to do with Nvidia and the whole issue that is going through, at least from a financial standpoint. If you go back for the week, you guys can see that Nvidia, even though it has recuperated nicely, it is still down about 14% at a peak of the drop. It dropped as much as 17%, and that's to the fact that in the whole AI sector, obviously Nvidia is a big dog, if you want to call it, but also you have other companies, and in this case, a direct competitor named Deepseek. And Deepseek basically is a Chinese company that has been in the AI sector for a few years, and they have obviously undercut Nvidia. They basically released some news like, hey, we can definitely do the same thing as you guys, but at a fraction of the cost. So when you're a big corporation trying to get into AI, artificial intelligence, and you're spending millions every year, that's your budget, obviously finding somebody that can give you the same results as the big dog for a fraction of the cost is a no-brainer. And that's basically what Deepseek is doing. It's undercutting Nvidia, is offering the same type of services, but for a fraction of the cost. And that's the reason why Nvidia dropped as much as 17% in the last week. Now, let's take a look at an article. For example, here, let me see. Yeah, I think it was this one here. Now, if you guys look in here, let's talk a little bit about Deepseek. But just to give you some more perspective on the financials and the big drop that Nvidia did, it dropped nearly 17% and basically raised $589 billion of the market cap, which, if you guys know, Nvidia is one of the very few companies that is worth trillions. And now that all this happened in one day, so obviously the news were very they were significant in order for Nvidia, even though that it's a $1 trillion company, to lose so much of a punch, or lose financially that much. But basically, despite the buzz around Deepseek latest model R1, you're still getting positive information or positive news for Nvidia. They're still developing products. They're still doing well financially. They have a lot of products on the pipeline. So just some temporary, I see it as a temporary disruption. It's nothing major towards Nvidia, especially when you're talking about a tech giant such as Nvidia. And they don't only rely on AI. They have a lot of other things, chips, graphics cards that can be used not only for AI, but for gaming, for cryptocurrency mining. There's a lot of uses for it. So there's multiple sources of revenue for them that they don't just rely on these, on AI. But basically, Deepseek is a secretive AI company based in China, backed by a parent called High Flyer. And again, the whole concept is AI and open source it, which is actually a good thing that about the open source, because when you have something open source, what ends up happening is you have a more of a secure code for the for the applications. So in other words, when it's open source, the code source is open and anybody can revise it, make changes. In other words, improve it. Obviously, threat actors do have access to it as well, but you also have good people that are constantly monitoring and making changes to improve it. So that's a huge advantage. You got many tech companies like Apple and Nvidia, AMD, where their codes are not open source, so obviously you can't make any modifications, and you're basically at the mercy of the company to do the right thing and improve security, etc. But I just wanted to point this to you guys. Again, what is happening with Nvidia. It has been recuperating. At one point, I believe it went all the way down to like 117, but still down about 14%. but it recuperated nicely. And then see, at one point it was on the 131, and now it dropped another $6 roughly, or more than $6. So obviously still taking a hit, but nevertheless, it's this is something that I wanted to share with you guys. So don't forget and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. Stay tuned for more investing in companies, stocks, news, etc. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.